Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about cycling a barbell, and specifically we'll be talking about the high hang bounce variation of cycling the barbell. Now of course, firstly this can be done for a muscle snatch, it can be done from a power snatch or as a squat snatch. Any variation, the movement stays exactly the same, we just know the finishing position for a muscle, power and squat snatch is just slightly different. So we're going to be going from the high hang. Now let me just quickly go through a few repetitions of this so you guys can see what we're doing. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the setup of the movement. Setup, you'll notice my feet are probably a little bit wider than it would normally be for a 1 rep max style snatch, where I'd be pulling with a slightly closer stance and then moving my feet. I'm not looking to move my feet too much when I'm doing these high hang bounce style barbell snatches. Next thing, my hands. If my normal snatch grip is about an inch outside the last mark, now I'm coming in at least an inch, if not more. What that allows is that the barbell, which we know normally will sit in that pocket for your snatch, it is now sitting up on the top of the thigh like you would expect to see a clean position. So you can see when I bend my knees, the barbell isn't actually sitting in my pocket. The last thing for the setup position is that when we actually make contact with the barbell, we want to make sure that the hips, shoulders, and heels are in one line. That allows the barbell to actually bounce off the legs as we then pull and extend up, versus actually sitting it into the pocket and leaning over the bar. As the bar comes down, we want to be staying big in the chest and letting the barbell bounce off the legs. So let's go through a couple more reps so that you guys can see it. Go from the side now, so you can see the torso staying upright. And that is the high hang snatch. So with the high hang bounce snatch, there's a few faults that we commonly see. It doesn't mean that these are wrong for cycling a barbell, but it's just not for the high hang bounce. The first problem that we normally see is that people end up just sticking the barbell in the hip like you would normally with a snatch, and that ends up just basically swinging the barbell out much like a kettlebell swing. So from here, your hands would be in a normal grip, and what we generally see is that people end up hitching over the bar and then swinging the barbell out. Now that's not wrong when it comes to snatching, but it's not the high hang bounce. Next thing that we see that's an issue when it comes to high hang bounce is that the arms are too bent. When the arms are too bent, we know that the arms are going to take way more weight than what we actually want, which is the legs, to be doing most of the work. So what happens when the arms are too bent? The bar almost stops at the halfway point. So as we come up, we can do the first rep no problem, but then on the way back down, if the arms take too much tension, it's just going to end up killing the barbell. So work on keeping the arms nice and long and letting the barbell actually slap into the legs. Notice the last thing as well is that as the barbell makes contact with my legs, I'm then pushing back through the floor and extending back up in the pull, just like you'd expect to see in a regular snatch. I hope these tips help you guys. Make sure again, we're staying nice and upright, hands slightly closer, feet slightly wider.